Hey guys, it's Celia, and today I'm working with the Traci Reed Designs collection called Foodie. I'm going to be scrapbooking some pictures of my son and I going out to lunch with some friends. Super cute, and it works so well. Foodie collection is all about food, of course. But there's so many cute little bits in there. I printed out, of course, all the stickers. I love the stickers that Traci makes. So there's a ton of little words, a million little bits of food, wine, pasta, kitchen utensils. There's a blender, carrots, all sorts of stuff. And then a bunch of little tiny word strips. And of course, underneath there are labels and tags and little circles and tabs, all sorts of goodies in there. I can't wait to get started. I printed up a couple of the patterns, and I used this is stitching from the ephemera that is in the digital kit, and this coffee splatter, drink splatter is also in the ephemera from the digital kit. I took a 12 by 12, I cropped it down to 6 across, and then I guess I sized it down to 6 6 and 7/8, something like that, across, and then I crop it down so that way I'm not manipulating the pattern itself. I'm just kind of sizing it to what I need. I do realize now that I forgot to put a little middle strip in there, but that's okay. I'll come back and do it, or I'll just leave it black, or maybe we'll make it a shaker. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I also printed up this 3x4 card. I sized it down a little bit so it'll fit on here like a piece of ephemera, but I love this little guest check, and it also has little check marks in my rating. I found online the restaurant's logo, and I printed that on top so it looks like it comes straight from the restaurant. I'm gonna tuck that in there somehow. I also brought up this happiness, spelled that out with the alphas that come in the kit, which are so cool. Again, this is like a rooftop burger joint in Denton, Texas. So you're at like picnic tables, and I felt like that worked so well with the vibes of it all. I don't know why I didn't send this little banner through my Cricut. I knew immediately that I wanted this whole thing to say recipe for happiness. So I don't know why I didn't send that through, but I'll cut that out, and I'm also gonna have to find in my stickers the word for. But anyway, we'll pop you on fast forward and see how that all turns out. So as I said, I'm just starting off by cutting out that recipe banner. Luckily, it's a nice simple shape. So after that was cut out, I cut apart my photos, and now I'm just trying to figure out how everything's going to fit. I will admit I did not, usually I kind of map things out on my computer a little bit more and plan things out. I did not think about how I was going to fit my title and my photo onto the page. So I kind of fussed with that, but to make the word happiness stand out a little bit, first I tried to put a piece of vellum behind it, but it didn't really work the way I wanted to. So I grabbed, I think this was a piece of book paper from my stash, and ripped it up and kind of tucked that underneath, and I love the way that looks. It kind of mimics, again, at this place is a little barbecue and burger joint. So everything was served on these like metal trays with just like deli paper. So I feel like that really kind of mimicked the deli paper that they serve everything on. So now again, just trying to figure out how I'm gonna put my letters on there and gluing everything down. I like to just use Aleene's Tacky Glue. I find that it is inexpensive and it works very well. I live again in Texas, so it's pretty humid, and using any kind of dry adhesive just does not work. I've had a lot of cards fall apart on me, or scrapbook pages fall apart, so I like to use wet glue. It's a lot stronger So before I glued down my recipe banner and my guest check, I inked them up with just a little bit of vintage photo distress oxide ink, and I decided that I want my guest check in the middle. I felt like the top card was pretty left side heavy, so I wanted the bottom card to balance out a little bit more. Now I'm just going through all those little bits. I kind of wish I would have made my pictures just a little bit smaller so I could have embellished some more, but that's totally okay. I do print my stickers a lot smaller than what they come. I usually print my tabs and little word sticker label sheets at about 5 inches across, and any of my images I print them a little bit smaller, about 4 and 3/4 inches across, so I can get 2 pages of stickers on one 8.5 by 11 sheet. And because I scrap in kind of a smaller size, it's a perfect size for what I do. So I go through everything, and I actually found that a lot of the florals were working for me. I put a couple of the takeout boxes over by my sandwich picture because there was no way I was finishing that giant sandwich. It definitely went into some takeout boxes. And then on the left hand side, I actually pulled out a little muffin tray because, like I said, everything's served on little trays, metal trays at this restaurant. So I pulled out a muffin tray to kind of mimic that, and I add avocado to my sandwich. So I pulled out the little avocado and a little guest check. And again, I'm going to my stash and grabbing some, like, I don't know what this paper is. I think it was like wrapping paper, maybe from a package, but this brown paper bag kind of material. And I'm layering that behind my guest check and my little avocado there to mimic our little trays that we get served with. Cutting down the avocado just to show a little bit more of the brown paper behind it, and adding that tiny word sticker that says a special meal, because we don't get to see these friends very often, so seeing them anytime is a special meal. Next, I am just adding a little drumstick, a to-go cup, and a fork and knife and spoon under that top picture, and trying to figure out what kind of label and word strip I want to put underneath it. I tried using that stack of bowls over on the left hand side too, but it just wasn't working. But I really wanted to use it, so I brought out my little razor knife. I lifted up the S's on happiness, and I scooted that little bowl underneath, and then made the to-go cup and utensils work on the left hand side. I think it's a perfect little balance of goodies. Like I said, there are so many icons in this collection. Traci always is amazing with all the stickers she comes up with. So now I'm just making more of those florals work. Surprisingly, for a page about taking our 2 boys out to lunch, I felt like these florals were just perfect. So now I am finishing off my page with a couple more of those little tiny word stickers and those takeout boxes, and that's gonna do it. All right, I am all done. I just have my journaling to put in, but I love the way it came out. The little sentiments in this collection are so perfect. We don't really get to see these friends a lot, so every time we see them, it is a special meal. And every time I eat out somewhere, my eyes are bigger than my stomach, so I have some leftovers. So make sure to check out the Foodie collection. So awesome for scrapbooking any type of
family meal, going out to eat. There's stuff in here about homemade stuff, just about your favorite meals, the favorite people you like to eat with too. So
check out the Foodie collection at tracireed.com. Awesome for scrapbooking any meal, but it's going to be great for Thanksgiving and all the fall meals coming up. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.